12-year-old Grace Goad was diagnosed with autism at 32 months old and has discovered that her talent for art is the best way for her to express herself. Please welcome Grace and her mother, Leisa. Welcome. We're so happy that you guys are both here. Grace, you look beautiful. Leisa, when did you first kind of have that gut instinct that her development was changing?
Elizabeth, our story is a little bit different than a lot of families who typically see the changes or abnormalcies between 12 and 15 months. I'm a very deeply intuitive person, and I felt something was different at 6 weeks of age.
You did.
She was very mesmerized, unusually so, by the black and white mobile above her crib, could entertain herself for unusually long lengths of time for a baby, and very, very loudly melodic. At
that early, because that seems very early.
Yeah, and at 8 months, I remember her being in the middle of a bunch of chaotic goings-on in a play group with the mothers getting our children ready, and she was like she was in a bubble. Again, very loudly cooing, and all the mothers said, "I've never seen a child like that." At 9 months, she began her sensory oddities, a lot of deep pressure seeking, a lot of banging on things. When she walked, she ran, and she ran in a circular pattern, always in the same direction.
Okay.
Is Grace verbal at all?
Yes, she is.
She is?
Yes.
And she does a lot of her communication through art. You're an artist yourself.
Exactly. Yes.
And you felt as though this would be a way to reach inside of her and get her to express what was not being able to be spoken, or...
Well, at first, the reason I did it was because it's so mundane and rigorous what we have to put our kids through. And where was the joy of creating art? Where was the dance and the movement and the music? And so I sought these special therapists that could bring that to her, because it was difficult to integrate her in the typical schools of dance or the typical art classes at the museum. So that's when we found her talent at age 4.
As a mom, what are your biggest worries about Grace? I mean, will she be able to live on her own independently one day?
Absolutely. We work every day towards independence. Myself and her educational team and her father and his fiance work very hard at that. And I have met people who are functioning at less than half her chronological age, who are out there living in some form of independence.
Grace, how does she do with her friends? Is she able to be social in any capacity with children her own age?
She is. We've never made friends, unfortunately, in the neighborhood, although we've tried and spent a lot of money on that. But her school situation is wonderful.
That's good.
Yes, we have taught these children intensively, for especially the last 3 years, to help her, to give her task, to put her on task, and to support her. So it's a beautiful teaching opportunity for everybody to give and take, because these peers are going to be her peers when I'm gone. I'm going to try to live forever, but I won't.
Yeah. We're happy you guys are here today, Grace. It is a joy to meet you. Where can we find Grace's art?
www.gracegoad.com.
Okay, we will be going there. Thank you so much, Leisa. Grace, thanks again. When we come back, we will meet a mother and a son and see firsthand how ABA therapy changed his life. Thanks for being with us. Stay with us, too.